It was so good we decided to run it twice. Look who's here.
Valerie.
Hello, hello. Pleased to be here today.
Valerie Nafora.
Yes.
All right, I should stop you.
Yeah, why don't you say, by the way, before we go forward, I just want you to know the control room in the middle of the segment came out and said, can we have the onion rings?
Yes.
How are they, guys? Are they good?
Yes, there is.
Their mouths are full.
Good, yeah.
Their mouths are- yeah, we don't feed them on public television. Say hello to Valerie Nafora, who has been a guest out here many times for the Mystery Weekends, but also as part of the bedside reading program that our friend Janie Bellmeyer does. This is a book of poetry that's not part of the bedside reading program.
The audiobook is, so Jane has this amazing program that allows you to listen to audiobooks, not only read them at luxury hotels across the world.
Right.
So that book actually is.
Cool.
All right, we're going to talk about beach reads. Now,
Yes.
every year this happens. The summer is here. Today, or this weekend is June 1st. We're going to the beach. We want something. I said that I was reading the Pacino book and you were reading your phone. But we're looking for some suggestions. Now, here's a list, Barnes & Noble. We'll throw this up on the screen. And this is what idea what that is.
It's actually a romantic rom-com type of joy, humor. That would be a great book for you to be reading.
Okay. Do we know what the Poppy Fields is about?
The Poppy Fields, if memory serves, is you know what? It doesn't serve. Memory is not serving
Okay.
right now.
It's about
It left the
fields and there's
building.
poppies
It's
in.
gone.
Okay.
But I think it's a romance novel of sorts. I do know that Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil is a vampire female empowerment character-driven book. So if you enjoy that type of storytelling, you would very much enjoy
Like
that.
Interview with a Vampire, but from a female
From
perspective.
a female perspective, very
That
empowering.
storyline or that world of story doesn't seem to want to go away. Is that
It'll never go away.
Vampires?
They'll live forever like vampires. Yes.
Tell us about the books you've brought that are
So
sitting
the
here
two
on-
books that I brought were Hawthorne Prize short listed, which is I'm pretty excited
Now,
about.
who wrote them again?
I wrote them. Isn't that
Okay.
a miracle? But one was in
I think
20.
we have a graphic of these two as well.
One was in 2023, and this one was shortlisted this year in 2025. They're historical romance novels, classical romance novels, and they carry the theme of the Fairmounts as they go through. So it's
Same protagonist in both?
Yeah,
or-
so in the Fairmounts, it's a he said, Harry tells you the story, and then in Mary Whitcomb, she tells you the story. So you get to see both perspectives. It's a he said, she said kind of story.
Like The Last Duel. Did you see that Ridley Scott movie a couple of years ago?
did not, but now I'm gonna have
Highly
to go
recommend Jodie Comer.
Now I'll watch it.
Make the whole
Ben
family sit
Affleck
down and
and
watch
Matt
it.
Damon.
Speaking of protagonists, who was the inspiration for your protagonist in many of your books?
So in many of my books, it's the wonderful men that I have in my life. So I have a
cool.
fantastic
So we'll
husband.
be in the next one?
You'll be coming? Yes, please. I will create characters just for
Murder
you.
at LTV Studios.
But I have a great husband, I had a great dad, I have great sons, great male cousins, so they sort of inspire me to write stories about men who behave properly and who are really good men. I don't think we get enough of those stories. in
And
the
I'm
world.
guessing she's a strong woman in the book who
She's-
takes no guff from men and
There is a character like that, but that's not Mary, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Mary's a doormat. Mary's like no.
Mary's troubled, and I think she symbolizes a lot of struggle that a lot of people feel when they don't really know where they belong in the world, and she definitely doesn't know where she belongs in the world, and she has to make her way through it. And at a time in the turn of the century when it was very difficult to do something like that. So that's the Mary book.
So do you do research on like turn of the century sort of etiquette or protocol or whatever?
I do.
And how do you go about that?
It's my Google. That time period is my absolute favorite time period. So I've always been fascinated with the turn of the century. Everything that was happening in medicine, all the inventions. You have the automobile, you have lights.
Right.
This idea of soon to come will become antibiotics, and you got a world war coming up. So it's just that entire period of time. I always found
Industrialization, I guess, as well.
fascinating. Yeah, all the things. But I am reading one amazing book for sure, which is called Stories My Father Told Me. It is by Seymour Ubel, And the amazing thing about this story is it's about a Polish family, it's a Jewish family that comes to the United States during the turn of the century, and it's a multi-generational tale. So you get to see how the family lands and all their struggles, and then how it eventually builds up from wealth. It's amusing.
Wait, do we know one of the family members in that book?
Might.
When you said Ubella, it's like that's Jane's dad, and I've met him.
Jane's dad,
He could take
yes.
us in a bar fight. This guy is like he's a
It's a
90-something,
really good
and he's
book.
a great. Yeah, so it's basically the story of his coming to this country.
No, it's fictional.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure he probably used part of his life to inspire it, like all authors. You know?
And what's the other thing you're reading?
The other thing that I haven't read, but I do need to read, is Shooting Stars Above, Patricia Leary. It's a People magazine favorite in the romance category.
Let's get back to your books. If
Yes, back to my books.
Hollywood came calling,
Yep.
who would you like to see play the leads in your book?
Who would play Mary?
Yeah, the troubled Mary.
Oh, gosh, she's more of a...
J-Law.
No, she is a Juliette Binoche, but I don't know who the equivalent of that would be today.
Leah Sotheby, or like you
I don't know who.
want to be
I know who
French or
Juliette
wanna be-
Binoche is.
Yes, me too. So I was thinking of her actually when I was creating
Really?
the character. Like, what does she look like?
Does that make it? He asked a great question about etiquette, learning the time period and everything. But do you, if you have a person in mind, is
I
it
do.
hard, is it easier
I
to
actually
write?
create a mood board. So the mood that I want, the different places, how I want to describe them. I have character boards, like what is this gentleman wearing? What do they look? And I create an entire world before I even start writing. And I
Wow.
just place them out. Yeah, they're my
I know there are
inspiration.
people watching this that are would be or want to be authors, and that's really the first step for you is to have
Yes.
like a vision board.
I have a vision board. Most of my stories come to me as a dream. The Fairmounts was a complete movie, completed in my head before I woke up. And then
Were we
I...
thanked in the credits? Was it like a special thing?
Not this one, but the third book.
When
You
dream-
guys are in it.
When you
for
dream
sure.
tonight.
So what you literally, when you start getting pen to paper, you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you already know all the
I
way
know
you're
the whole
going.
story. I actually write the ending first, which
Really?
allows me to go back in time and make sure that I tie all the threads properly from the beginning to the end. So I write
I
the
had a
end
theory
first.
about remember the Law and Order television series that ran forever and
Yeah.
ever.
Right.
My theory
Still
was
on.
they wrote the closing arguments first
And then went
and
back.
then went backwards. And I know some authors do work that way.
I thought they just did the
Decided.
gong first, and then they got the show after that.
Just to add that, and Jerry Ward.
I used to watch that show in the 70s, the Gong
Everyone did.
Show.
I think I can recite
Am I
most of the
aging myself?
episodes.
Sorry.
No, not at all.
Okay,
Not at all.
Good, that's good to know.
So what are you writing next?
I have a few things that are having the fire. So the third book in the Fairmounts series, I'm writing that. I also...
Is Mary still troubled in the third one?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Mary.
Yeah, she just, sometimes it's really hard for people to get over the things that happened to them in childhood. And so Mary is definitely a person who struggles with
That sounds like Bill. Sounds like Bill.
Yes.
He's still
I'm
trying to
working through
Still
it.
May
working
I
over
say-
losing that spelling bee in third grade.
You have to make peace with your past to move forward. So that's the impetus for the Mary story.
Well, listen, come back anytime this summer. We want to
I
know what
love
you're
this.
reading.
Thank
We
you.
want to.
We love that. Valerie, you were like one of our favorite people to have here.
I can't believe
You
this
are my
is-
favorite people
No,
to be
you
with.
are our favorite people.
100%.
this is a show
I
either.
want to come anytime you want me here.
Well, before you leave, do you want to try some pizza? It's actually not.
Absolutely,
It's
of
not
course.
bad. It's actually pretty darn good.
While we do a taste test
Yes.
and have a little Cluckman pizza,
Cluckman's pizza.
there's another movie, again, not in movie theaters, but on Apple, because they're the only two people having, or the only company having two new releases this week. We're going to tell you about all the movies at the theaters in a moment, but in the meantime, take a look at one for the kids this weekend. If it's raining like we've been saying it's going to, you're going to want to check out Lulu is a Rhinoceros. Take a look.
Lulu is a